All right. Janine in Austin asks, would Drive ever invest in a space tech company? Why or why not? Excellent question, Janine. So if you would have asked me this question 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have said no chance. Space historically has been an area of the market that's just been off limits for venture capital, and really has been a realm of governments, and not even all governments, just like the biggest and richest governments, because frankly it's been a great way to take $1 billion, put it into a rocket, light it on fire, and never see it again. But, something miraculous has changed. Elon would tell me it's been 20 years in the making. But there's been some miraculous changes in the space market, and I think it really boils down to three key elements that are fundamentally different. Number one, reusability. What started first with SpaceX, but has moved on to several fast followers, including what you're seeing with Bezos and Blue Origin and Rocket Lab and a bunch of the other launch services companies, is the reusability of rockets is dramatically decreasing the cost of putting something into orbit. That makes it a lot more accessible to more companies to put things into space. Another miraculous thing that's happening is miniaturization, right? So if you think about what are the key drivers of the economics of space, it's cost of launch, and then it's the size of the payload, because mass is the key determiner of what's it going to take to put it into orbit. And miniaturization of the payloads is driving the mass, the amount of kilograms, down precipitously, and therefore the accessibility of space is becoming much more widespread, which is why you see a flurry of new space ventures that are foregoing the need to go direct to the government or the military, and instead can actually tap venture dollars because there's real businesses to be built. I actually think that right now is an exciting, very exciting time to be looking at the space market, because my view is that there's a whole new infrastructure that's about to be deployed into space, and that new infrastructure is going to enable a whole bunch of new applications that we haven't seen before, right? And this follows in a lot of ways what happened with the internet, right? The internet was originally a government-sponsored project. It was sending data and small files back and forth between research institutions, and then over time that infrastructure was deployed, and then applications have been built on top, and presto, changeo, here we have trillion-dollar internet companies. So Janine, the short answer is absolutely. We are spending more and more time looking at companies in the space market, and I'm excited to start to deploy capital into those businesses that we think are super exciting.